With 1.1 coming out on August 14th, I wanted to make a video showing off the two largest issues with version 1.0 on PlayStation 5 that I hope are fixed or improved significantly in version 1.1. Now, to be clear, since apparently some people didn't understand this with my last video, I am not dunking on the game. I love it and I have put 86 hours into it. I am specifically talking about the abysmal framerate performance on PS5. We as players should want better performance, so making light of these issues is constructive criticism of the game. Now let's begin with the first issue, Luminous Square. Luminous Square is likely the most famous trouble spot that even PC users have complained about. Regardless of the time of day, it just runs awfully. The morning runs between 45 and 53 frames per second, with it usually averaging between 46 and 49. The frame time graph is very spiky and is representative of how responsive the game will feel to control. You want the frame time graph to be flat or at least smooth for responsive controls. The afternoon runs quite similarly to the morning, with a frame rate between 46 and 50. It usually sticks to a tighter range of 47 to 49 when moving around a lot. The evening runs between 47 and 52 frames per second, with it sticking to a wobbly 47 a majority of the time. If you avoid crowds, it can stay above 50, but not for very long. Now for the final time of the day, midnight. This time slot runs the best, but that is likely due to the lack of NPCs. At midnight, you can expect a frame rate as low as 54, but as high as the target of 60. It does not average out like the previous times, but it does look and feel so much nicer on the eyes than any other time of day at Luminous Square. I really hope this is one of the first fixed trouble spots in 1.1. Visiting Luminous Square is not a fun or smooth feeling experience on PlayStation 5. The game really shouldn't have launched in this state, but I guess this is what we get for most of the HoYoverse audience asking for a simultaneous release on all platforms. Delaying the game a bit would have probably been a better decision for the game's performance on PS5, but I can't lie, I have enjoyed the game a lot despite these issues. Now for the second biggest issue, the combat performance. Just like I feared, every S-rank character after Ellen seems to be extremely capable of decimating the frame rate on PS5. Chain attacks, dodging, ultimates, all of it. They can all cause drops, but what's worse is that the further into the game you go, the worse the performance appears to become. The performance I'm seeing now at Internaut level 48 is way worse than what I was seeing in my last video when I was just 17 hours into the game. The frame rate is so similar to Luminous Square's issues while in combat that it feels even worse. Remember, for smooth and responsive controls, we want the frame time graph to be as flat as possible. To put this into a greater, more understandable context, a game that runs at 60 frames per second has each individual frame delivered in 16.6 millisecond intervals. How do we know this? Well, if you divide a single second by 60, we get 16.6 milliseconds per frame. Now if a frame gets dropped, that is 16.6 milliseconds of added latency to your gameplay experience. Each frame is a 16.6 millisecond instance when running the game in a 60Hz container. So with the game running as low as 27 FPS with a target frame rate of 60, you are having up to an added 550 milliseconds of latency due to each dropped frame, which is extremely noticeable in this game due to its combat mechanics such as dodging, parrying, assists, and chain attacks. 550 milliseconds is literally just a little over half a second, which for a video game is extremely noticeable. I really wish people would stop claiming this is fine. If you go back to my last video, there are actual comments denying this is an issue. I won't purposely dox anyone and cause targeted harassment by featuring their comment on this video, but I want it to be clear that there is a sizable audience that thinks the performance in Zenless Zone Zero on PS5 is acceptable. It really shouldn't be. I'm going to stop talking and I will let you watch 3 full-size combat clips that demonstrate the worst case scenarios I keep experiencing in the game. If you want to see my coverage of 1.1, please be sure to subscribe. Also leave a like and comment so that way YouTube shows this video to others.
Orders received. Compressor K-22. Maximum firepower. Drop the weapon. Okay. even try it. You're surrounded! Don't get hit!
My turn, my turn! Not so fast! I want a bonus for this! Over here!
That felt...
The pleasure's all yours! Now I got that!
Stand down! Surrender!
You asked for it! Moving out for you!
Stand down! Surrender! Pressor K22! Maximum firepower!
That'll teach ya! You can't escape! Not so fast!
Don't even try it! You're surrounded!
Your weak spot. Shatter. What a pain. You're gonna get dizzy.
Apologies.
At your service. I'll help this time. Sneak it off here. Get back. No worries, boss. How annoying. Get flushed!
Don't look straight at the moon.
I'm scissors, you're paper. Take this. Shark Nami! Blow away your troubles! I'm happy to be of service. I knew this wouldn't be easy.